Well. Long time no see. It has been over a month since I uploaded a video. That's the longest I've gone without uploading a long form video in 5 freaking years. 5 years. I upload one video every week on Sunday for 5 years in a row. And now I've gone over a month without a long form or a short form. Usually when the long forms teeter off and I got things to do, I switch to short form. This time, it has been basically a month of radio silence. And that's why I urge you guys to follow the Instagram and the TikTok links on screen here. You will see sneak peeks and snippets and know that I haven't disappeared via the stories on Instagram and TikTok. But anyways, follow them because I've been posting a couple stories hinting, insinuating what the hell's going on. But long and short of it is, we moved. We didn't just move houses. We moved cities. And now before we get too much farther along in this video, I have to tell you guys something that I'm sure a lot of you will be happy about. Yes, I still own my built and boosted Civic. That's right, she's right here in the new location, which we will go over very shortly. But I just wanted to let you guys know, I do indeed still own the Turbo Civic. Before I say any more, why don't we go ahead and take a look at what this last month has looked like for us. And bear in mind, I'm gonna apologize right now. This has been the craziest month in my life for a long time. And unfortunately, filming was kind of put to the last priority. In fact, I didn't even find my camera or my mics up until a few days ago. So things are sporadic. Some of the clips are filmed on this camera with the mic. Some are filmed without the mic. Some are filmed on my phone, friends' phones, fiance's phones. It was tough, but we're here now. I'll explain more once we recap and see what the hell I and Brash Garage have been up to for the last month. Run. Right now, we got homie about to pull up, ready to buy our B18 B1 swap. That's right, fresh timing belt on this sucker, fresh oil pan, fresh alternator, belt, transmission in good condition, stage 4 clutch, flywheel in there, lightly used, only with this motor, set of spark plug wires, set of injectors, throttle cable, the upper timing cover plate, ECU, fuel rail, and both the harnesses. I don't even know what he's putting it in, but I'll fill you guys in after he comes and gets it. We're just waiting on him to pull up right now, and I forgot that I robbed a nut for the Accord that we also sold. I need to go ahead, try and find a valve cover nut. We're gonna wrap this up because he's gonna be here any second, and I have no idea where I should even start looking. We found a nut. Thank God. It was literally sitting on top of my tool bench. Perfect. How can you complain with that? Also just moved that out of the way so I could get access to my engine stand. I don't know if we're gonna need this. Hopefully the other guy is down to help me hand bomb this thing into the back. It is gonna be a little bit weird though, because we do have to take it off this. So someone's gonna need to take off the bolts as we, well, hold it, I guess. I don't know.
2,000 years later.
And just like that, the B18B is gone. Bittersweet, boys. It is bittersweet. This is the current state of the shop. If you can't tell, everything is packed up. We've got nothing left on the loft up there. Everything from the loft is all down here, ready to get packed up. The EG's exhaust, got to bust down these. Rack still. Got to hopefully sell this set of tires. Still have the Civic. Pack up my toolbox, break down this workbench. This bench is staying. Clean up all my stuff from here. The bathroom's pretty much all cleared out. Oh, it's weird. It is weird, but we are on to hopefully bigger and better things. It's gonna be an adjustment, it's gonna be weird, but yeah, a lot of memories in this shop, a lot of good times, a lot of cool cars getting built, and if there's anything I'm gonna miss from this town, it is definitely having this space available at my disposal. It has been a good 4 years, believe it or not. 4 years we've been occupying this shop, since 2021 in June, and it's 2025 in July. So 4 years of videos, builds. It's weird. It's weird. It's bittersweet. Very bittersweet. Pro tip, if you got oily fingerprints on the wall, these Mr. Clean melamine pads, don't even have to be Mr. Clean, just the melamine ones, soak them down. And just like that, doesn't ruin the drywall, everything's good. But you will go through them really quick. And there it is. The shop is pretty much packed up. I mean, some boxes and things behind the Civic. The Civic itself, full of parts. Everything over here is packed up. Got my shelves taken down. All the walls are washed. Looking nice, no more greasy fingerprints on anything. Loft's all done. My Milwaukee pack out's off the wall. Oh boy, the workbench is packed up. I will just have to take the back plate off of it. Toolbox is packed up. Once again, all the walls are nice, white and washed. Same with the door. Bittersweet, man. Holy crap. There's just so much junk everywhere, but all the real junk has gone to the dump. We've like halved what I own in this place in the last like 48 hours. Whew. Not gonna lie, nerves are going. Definitely sucks. Definitely sucks. This is the Civic's home for 4 years. This is where this thing got tuned and full bolt on and boosted and fabricated and built, and Eli's H22 and the Speed and the Veloster N and the Golf R and starting businesses, and it's was something that's where that's where this whole channel, this whole Brash Garage popped off, was under the roof of this place. Without this place, this channel, my videos, you watching me right now would not be where it is today without this space behind me. And I'm really thankful I got to have it for the 4 years that I did. And I'm not gonna lie, I do wish I could have it for another 4, 8, 12 years. But life is life, things happen, people move on, and with what our next steps are in life, it's time to see you later to not only this shop, but this town, my apartment, everything. Well, it is Sunday, July 13th. Here is the current state of the shop. Oh my goodness. Yes, still have the Civic, filming on my iPhone because I keep forgetting my camera, but all of this shop is packed in boxes. Everything that's not is kind of getting thrown out, like all these old mats, the Civic's OEM suspension, this airbag-less EG dash that no one wants to buy, my box, half my box strapped up, other top box strapped up, power tools, Milwaukee's, all that good stuff. My workbench, busted down most of it. Rear hatch glass is coming, spare Civic parts coming. The Civic is full of parts, bumpers, strut bars. A couple more dump runs to do. All the shelves, plastic shelving that was over there is packed up. Like you guys already seen, the whole loft is taken down. All the detailing chemicals. We're gonna try and move most of this tomorrow on Monday, but we're probably gonna have to come back to town from the new city we're living in to collect some other things like the EG exhaust, like the trailing arms, NA B-series manifolds, and things like that. But the Civic is getting trailered. Everything that's in boxes, workbenches, tool boxes, boxes, wheel and tire, barbecue, some fishing, camping, hunting supplies. All this is gonna be getting moved tomorrow. But we're getting there. I gotta take down my one last lonely light that we've left just so we can clean this wall. This wood bench was here when we moved into the place. It was just positioned right here where my metal workbench replaced it. So I'm gonna move it back there. That wooden bench and pegboard was here also when we got it. I'm gonna have to take my one light from there, one light from there. I threw out the lights that were on the top, those pink, god-awful, gaudy-ass lights that were in here, and chucked them out. So I'm not gonna leave them lightless. Those LED lights are nice and cheap, so I'm gonna leave them with that. Hex lights, banners gone, walls washed. Did our best to kind of tackle any stains that were left on the floor. We're this close. Like I say, it's Sunday right now. Monday we get the moving truck and the car trailer. Tuesday morning, Monday we're gonna be packing up the U-Haul and the car trailer. Tuesday morning, we're headed off to the new city, unpack everything, put the Civic in the new home, drop the U-Hauls back off, set as much as we can up as far as necessities, head back to town the next day on Wednesday the 16th to come and finish grabbing whatever was left behind in the shop. Quick little update for you guys. I've been doing a terrible job filming this. It has been go, 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 absolutely crazy. I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm starving. Head is spinning. It was crunch time. This past 2 weeks has been nothing but pure chaos. But we're here, we did it, almost. Tomorrow's the big day, and then Tuesday is the even bigger day. So lock in, let's get it. Well, boys, Civic is on the damn trailer. Take a look. There she is. Just enough clearance on the U-Haul. Solid. All right, what is going on, guys? It is July 15th, and we have officially hit the road. Right now we are in the F-150, got the Civic behind us on the trailer, other F-150 behind us, the big U-Haul with my whole entire life is right in front of us, so should be good. We got about, say, an hour and a half, hour and 45, but we can't even really do the speed limit. We're kind of limited with this trailer to 55 mile an hour, which is just about 90 kilometers an hour, so speed limit's 110, we're not far under it. Shouldn't take us too much longer, but we are on the road. Convoy is rolling out, and let's buckle up for a drive here. It's so weird seeing the Civic on a trailer back there. Kind of sick though, but here we are, boys. Wish us luck. Oh, quick pit stop, taking a quick pee. Truck and trailer, and then we got the kitty. Hi, sweetie. You're okay. The Brash MVP right here. We're almost there, boys. Half hour. All right, back on the road. I think we only got like half hour left. Hopefully. I don't know. We're almost there anyways. Yep. Tight, tight, tight. All right. Let's hit the road again. Oh man. God, I can't wait till this is over. Now, obviously, I haven't edited this yet, but I can assume that was a little bit difficult to watch and keep on pace. I tried to do timestamps and date stamps, but my head has been scrambled. This is pretty much the biggest move, the biggest thing we've ever done in life, and it was a lot. It wasn't bad by any means. Everything has been fantastic, but it was a lot. Like a lot, okay guys? And I'll admit, I already said it, I did not do a good job filming and documenting this move. But let me try and make a little bit of sense of this for you, and I think that's probably better off to do in the shop. That's right. Obviously, moving cities, we got rid of our old shop. I loved it so much. Big driveway, big garage, private. You guys have seen videos in there for the last 4, almost 5 years. That was the hardest to give up. My apartment, I did not really give a crap about. I was done with that place, over it. This place is a million times better. The shop, I will forever be sad about. My shop now is not as big, but it's workable. And the best part, it's right underneath me. Let me shut up and let's go down to the shop. Now, I will admit the lighting in here is pretty tragic. I'm sorry if it's flickering, but it's better than no light. Also, you guys like my new Croc slides? Anyways, here it is. Holy crap. As you can probably see, there's still boxes and crap everywhere, as you'll see after this talking segment of us kind of getting it to this state, because it was a lot worse earlier today. Earlier today, the Civic wasn't even facing this direction. Also, it's filthy from being on the trailer, as you guys have already seen. But let's make a little bit of sense of this, shall we? Now, obviously, this place is smaller width-wise. It is way longer lengthwise. So the previous garage was a double wide garage with huge vaulted ceilings, a nice loft, and a bathroom. Here is a tandem garage, so it's double the length, but a single car width. It's a little bit wider than a single car. I have, like, in the old shop when we would have the Civic and then whatever car Eli was working on at the time, the Prelude, the Golf, the Speed beside it, you were like shuffling beside the cars and it was super hard to work on the sides of the cars, wheels and tires, suspension, things like that. In here, I have a good 2-3 feet on this side and a good 4+ feet on this side. I can make it more centered. I'm gonna get some wheel dollies so I can push and arrange the car as needed for suspension work. But let's face it, most of the work is gonna go on right here where there's heaps of space. And then right here, I have my toolbox, my workbench, my engine stand, and engine crane. Obviously, a bunch of boxes that contain power tools, chargers, lights, things like that need to get squirreled away back in the chest and the box, and the lighting needs to get hung. That will come in due time. We will do a full video doing basically a garage makeover and make this place sick. What you're about to see after this is basically just getting it set up enough to where I could make this video for you guys, because it's literally been keeping me up at night that I've gone so long without uploading. I love YouTube, I love creating, I love filming, working on cars, and I could not wait to show you guys my new space. It was literally keeping me up at night, and it was something that I just had to do. So, we used to live in Kamloops, and it is a tiny place, the same back roads that you guys have seen a million times of us driving in the Veloster and the Civic and the Golf and the Speed. It's the same stuff. The same hot night in the city every year that seems to kind of get worse and worse each year, no offense. And there's no racetracks. Everywhere is like 3-4 hours away in Vancouver or Kelowna. And we decided, let's move out to Kelowna. We are now here in Kelowna. We got the lake, we got Thunder Mountain Raceway, we have the Penticton Speedway, we have a million back roads, 10x the amount of back roads that Kamloops has to do POV drives on. We have the big city with skyscrapers and the beautiful landscape for photos and short form videos and edits. There's just so much more I'll be able to do and create. And there is a way crazier car scene. I have seen more supercars in the last 7 days that I have been living here than I have in the last 7 years in Kamloops. And every other car is a nice built car. Soarers, Supras, Skylines, a bunch of built Hondas, a bunch of built Audi S3s, RS3s, Benzes, M3s, M4s. Like literally my neighbors have Evo 4s, 350Zs, built VAW RXs, RS3s. Like, it's insane. Stuff that you would just never ever see in Kamloops. And I can't wait to make some car homies out here, go on a couple rips. The car market for buying and selling is a lot more competitive. There's a lot more cool cars out here. A lot of the cars that I've personally owned, I've had to travel from Kamloops to Vancouver or Kelowna to get. Kamloops is just dull. We outgrew it. For the sake of YouTube, income, earnings, lifestyle, this was the perfect place for us to be. We're not too far away to where we can't really see family without having to take a plane. That's no problem. Speaking of planes, I also got a freaking international airport. Brash Garage Vlogs freaking traveling. We can go places for way cheaper now. The whole lifestyle change was worth it. As you guys know, we were obviously thinking of moving to Alberta, out to Calgary with Eli, building his cars with him helping us build. When he was on the channel, the vibes were just immaculate, and that's where Brash Garage really took off. But now that we live here, it's less than $100 and less than an hour to fly there, and he can come here and help me with stuff and be on videos. I can go there and help him with his BK2 Genesis LS6 swap. I don't know what LS he put in it. I can't remember. He's LS swapping a freaking BK2 Genesis, and it's sick as hell. But regardless, this is where I've been. You guys have seen everything that I filmed throughout the move, and you're about to see even more of unpacking the garage and getting it to this state. Soon enough, I'm gonna jump in this Civic after I kind of check everything over, do a fluid check, do a bolt check, do a wiring check because the AFR gauge is acting a bit funky. And the Civic is packed roof to floor with parts that also need to come out. So I can't take that out yet, although I did get insurance and we have our own space. So now things like if I want to go take it for a cruise, I don't have to plan a whole day around it and pack everything up for my house and drive across town and unload it all at the shop and put it in the Civic, pull the Civic out, close up the shop, go for a drive back to the shop, unload everything from the Civic in the shop back into the F-150, close up the shop, then drive home. I can just be at home, get everything ready, go, and then come back to home. Like, it's freaking perfect. And we live at the outskirts of town. Our back roads are out our back door. I can just jump in this thing and go. Car meets here, I don't know about them yet, but they seem to be kind of the same vibe as Kamloops, except for the bigger ones that Kamloops doesn't get, like OK Whips, Drag Days, Knox Mountain Hill Climb, things like that. DAS weekend that just happened. Unfortunately, I missed it, but there is a slew of car things to do in this city versus Kamloops. From short form to long form to POV to cruises to meets to shows to events. I literally in Kamloops, we don't even have a dyno there. There's 2 or 3 or 4 shops here that specialize in tuners that have dynos. You want to see the Civic go drag racing down the strip? Better subscribe. You want to see the Civic go on a dyno and see what power it actually makes? Better subscribe. You want to see the Civic go to a big OK Whips meet or this meet or that meet or this show or that show? Better subscribe, because we are going to be freaking doing it all. And let's just say with the work situation and our new situation and the city, new, bigger, better, badder builds are on the way. At the cost of the Civic, who's to say? I love this car, it's my baby. I've never put this much time, money, and effort into a vehicle before, and for that, it's very sentimental, especially due to the fact that Eli, my best friend that now lives 10 hours away, helped this dream come true. And it also sucks not having the old shop because I don't have Brock, the fabricator, 2 doors down, where I can push this car at midnight and get him to weld up a few things like the whole exhaust he did. But that doesn't mean there isn't more fabricators and shops here that can get that done as well. It's a little bit more inconvenient for fabrication purposes, but for everything else in the lifestyle that this is going to bring, it's well worth it. And I wanted to make a big, long, juicy packed video that's kind of scatterbrained for you guys to really soak up and see what we've been going through this last month and see why I haven't uploaded in a month. This is it. We moved 2.5 hours away. We got a huge place with a garage. No more apartment here and then shop halfway across the town, having to focus all my weekend time on making videos and transporting things and blah, blah, blah. Everything can happen under one roof. I can go right upstairs right after this and start editing this video. Everything just got that much easier for me, which means for you guys, that's just that much more content. Now that I can walk downstairs, film something, walk inside, edit and upload it, versus having to commute across the town, commute back across the town home, and you get what I'm saying? Easier for me to get my job done, which means more, better quality, more frequent content for you guys, my people. There would be none of this. There wouldn't be this car, there wouldn't be this camera, there wouldn't be this mic, there wouldn't be this garage if I didn't have a following, which is quite literally you guys. So I just want to say thank you, all of you. Yes, you right there watching this video, because y'all really do make this whole thing come true. And I hope that this town can really pop off and blow this YouTube thing out of proportion. I've been ranting for 10 minutes. And basically, I could have just said I moved from Kamloops to Kelowna and put a wrap on it. But here we are with a 10-minute rant. I moved 2.5 hours away. Things are going to get freaking awesome. We still have a lot of work to do. But Brash Garage is back, baby. Cue up setting this shop up. Still a lot more work to do. But let's check out what we've got done so far, shall we? Okay, July 22nd today. What is that? 7 days since the move. Whew. We're finally just getting started on the garage. It is, well, kind of a nightmare in here, not gonna lie. The lighting is okay, which is honestly nice, because there's not actually as many outlets in here as I thought there was, which is kind of whack. But I think the lighting will be good enough. Regardless, cue up the time lapse, because I can't do shit in this garage right now. Well, boys, this is not the final resting place for everything, but we've got the Civic, our workbench, our tools, we've got our engine hoist, engine stand, and electrical box down there. All this still needs to get unearthed, unboxed, and put onto the workbench. Coming over here, we've got 2 racks, 1 single rack, which I'm gonna get 2 more or just 1 more, so everything kind of here can go on the racks and this will be clear. And then if you see up here on the roof, there's kind of a lip. I think I'm gonna hang my banners like lengthwise, not widthwise like we did at the old shop. So hanging about 3 or 4 of them there should cover all this up. You'll just see nice like HKS blah 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 tapestry or banners. And then you can use it as a little curtain because it does overhang a little more. And now we get to take the Civic out, 180 it, so that the front of the Civic is right here and the back of it is over there. Because let's face it, every time we work on this thing, it's usually up front anyways. But we have more than enough room to walk over here, a little bit over here, so I'm gonna try and get it just a tad more centered, but literally just 180. So the front is over here. I do want to take it for a drive, and we will do a POV drive in the new city soon, but without those 2 shelves over there, I don't know how well you can see because it's pretty dark, but the entire, just take my word for it, the entire back of the Civic is filled with Civic parts and the rest of my workbench that I need to build. So for now, I'm gonna move the truck, move the Civic, and basically just 180 it, and that's gonna be good right there for now. Once that's done, I can focus on getting some more shelving, getting all this stuff here loaded back in the workbench. All right guys, time to fire this sucker up and move it. What? We didn't have a reading on the air fuel ratio there for a sec. And with all of that being said and done, boys, welcome to Brash Garage V2. Move is complete, finally settling in. It's time to make some killer content. I have a few sponsored parts to go on the F-150, got some plans for the Civic, and like I said, being in a new city with dynos, back roads, everything, we are finally gonna get to the era of great POV drives in the Civic. I'm super excited. Still haven't even driven the Civic around here yet. I've finally got it insured, but it is packed like a storage locker. So there will be a video of unpacking the Civic, setting the shop up to a T and dialing it in, as well as some immediate mods on the F-150. Then we can finally start to venture off in the Civic, check out some back roads, and really see what this Civic is capable of in this new town. We're gonna have to find out, and we'll find out soon. Now that we're back, get ready. It's Brash Garage V2, and all I'm saying is, buckle up. Comment, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'm sorry for ghosting for 2 months. Peace.